Good afternoon, Western Washington, and happy Wednesday. I'm Matthew Fab with Western Washington Weather, and I'm back doing videos. I've been absent from doing videos here for about a week because I've had finals week at school and some other stuff going on, but I'm back now, and I'm going to be doing videos for the next few days as we've got some interesting weather to look at here. So taking a look at the satellite imagery today, you can see some areas of mid and high-level clouds across Western Washington with this cloud shield from our incoming system moving up over Oregon, and that will likely get to Western Washington after dark tonight. So let's take a look at the pattern what we're seeing here. This is the European model. You can see we've got a trough offshore. That is a storm moving into Oregon and Northern California. That's not going to impact Western Washington too much. And then we're going to have some troughing with the storm offshore this weekend. That could potentially bring some waves to the coast. We'll take a look at that more tomorrow. And then this is also going to bring some rain and mountain snow to Western Washington before that trough diminishes and moves across the area on Sunday. And then we have a brief ridge building on Monday before that kind of moves off to the east on later Monday as well. And then as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, we could start to have a bigger ridge building, but that's looking off into the extended a little bit too far forward to be certain. So now let's take a look at the precipitation type here. You can see the storm I was talking about over Oregon, and that will spread some rain up into Western Washington overnight into early Thursday morning with some mountain snow for the southern and central Cascades. Very light snow, not too impactful here. And then we're going to have some more rain at times through Thursday into Friday. Then you can see this storm offshore that's deepening as it moves into Vancouver Island there. That will bring a lot of rain and mountain snow to Western Washington there before we get a little bit more showery on Saturday. That heaviest rain is likely on Friday. And then we have another round of rain moving in on Sunday there with some mountain snow as well. And then as we go into Monday, you can see we have a few showers lingering before another front likely moves into the area by late Monday into Tuesday. So now let's take a look here at total precipitation from the National Blend of Models here. This is starting early Thursday morning. You can see as we go through the day Thursday, we're going to have some light rain at times. Let's stop this at Thursday night. You can see just under a quarter of an inch for most of Western Washington, up to a quarter of an inch on the coast. And then as we go through Friday into Saturday, you can see a lot more rain across the area. Let's stop this as the rain stops on Sunday evening there. And you can see a rain shadow northeast of the Olympic Peninsula as usual. Areas from Everett southward likely getting 3/4 of an inch to an inch of rain, up to 1.5 inches on the Kitsap Peninsula, and then 1 to 2 inches on the coast there. So a decent shot of rain here this weekend, and then around 6/10 of an inch or so around Bellingham. So now let's take a look at the snowfall forecast. Let's just run this all the way through Thursday there. You can see a trace of snow into Friday, and that's really not impactful at all. Maybe 2 to 3 inches there by the time we get to Friday night. As we go through the weekend, though, that snow will increase some, with snow at times through Saturday and Sunday. If we end this here early Monday morning, you can see Stevens Pass gets up to 15 inches of snow with this system, so that's a decent amount, but it will be spread out over a couple of days and we won't have too many periods of really heavy snow. You can see maybe 6 to 8 inches there at Snoqualmie Pass, and then 12 to 15 inches at White Pass as well. So White Pass and Stevens Pass will get 12 to 16 inches in there, and then 6 to 10 inches or so at Snoqualmie Pass. But it should be pretty spread out throughout the weekend without a lot of periods of really heavy snow. So now let's take a look here at wind. This system won't have too much in the way of wind, maybe some gusts of 30 miles an hour or so across parts of the lowlands, maybe some brief gap winds there around North Bend, only gusting to 30 to 35 miles an hour on Friday. And then you can see areas along the coast and in the Strait, Everett northward there could gust 40 plus miles an hour, 45 or so miles an hour, maybe up to 50 there possibly for parts of Admiralty Inlet and around Discovery Bay and Port Townsend there in the San Juans and Bellingham, and then on the coast 40 to 50 miles an hour possible as well. And this is mainly on Saturday that you could have these peak winds there, but it will not be very it won't be very widespread there, as you can see, and not too long lasting either. So now let's take a look at high temperatures over the next couple of days. Today on Wednesday we reach the upper 40s to low 50s across the area, but it will be much cooler on Thursday with more clouds across the area and some rain with highs in the mid-40s. Not too warm across the region there. Back up into the upper 40s to low 50s on Friday and Saturday, then back to the mid-40s on Sunday and on Monday as well. Some areas will only stay in the low 40s on Monday possibly, before we start to warm up a little bit more by Tuesday of next week as that ridge starts to build in. So now let's take a look at what we're expecting through about Christmas. This is for next week, basically from December 18th to 24th. And you can see a pretty good likelihood of above average temperatures for most of the Pacific Northwest. As you can see here, we do have above average precipitation across the Pacific Northwest. And so basically, while it will be warmer, as we saw in the previous outlook, it's not necessarily going to be dry. So some of the extended forecasts are showing up to 3+ inches of rain for Seattle through about Christmas there. So we'll stay tuned on more information on that. We'll keep watching that over the next few days. But just know the average trend, the trend we're looking at is above average temperatures, below and above average precipitation there. So, and then as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and share these videos. Weather may seem a little bit mundane right now. We're not having any really big storms or anything like that. But just know that if we are looking at La Nina and those usual colder and wetter patterns, that is most prevalent from January 1st onwards on average. So stay tuned as we go in the next few weeks. We may have some more stuff to talk about. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, and I will be back doing videos for the next few days here as we have some weather moving through, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.